You ever see a billionaire buy a $300,000 watch and wonder, how is that even smart? Or hear about someone spending millions on a vacation home and somehow ending up richer? What if I told you that luxury isn't what keeps rich? People poor, it's what helps them stay rich? Sounds insane, right? But stick with me, because what looks like flexing is often strategy. And by the end of this video, you'll understand how luxury, if used the right way, can be one of the smartest money moves out there. And yes, you might even see how it can work for you too. Number 1. Rich people don't just spend on luxury. They invest in it. Let's get one thing straight. Rich people don't buy luxury the way most people think. They're not just buying watches, cars, and handbags for fun. They're often parking money in things that go up in value. Take the Rolex Daytona. In the 1990s, it cost under $10,000. Now, try over $100,000 for a vintage model in great condition. Luxury cars? Same story. A Ferrari Enzo cost around $650,000 when it launched. Today, you'd be lucky to find one under $3 million. These aren't just toys. They're appreciating assets. While the average person sees a fancy car, the rich see an investment they can drive. And it's not just about resale. These luxury items often hold value better than cash during inflation. According to Knight Frank's Luxury Investment Index, collectible assets like watches, art, and classic cars have beaten the S&P 500 in growth during certain periods. The rich don't just buy luxury, they build with it. Number 2. Luxury buys access. And access builds wealth. Imagine paying $100,000 for a dinner ticket. Sounds wild, right? But if that dinner room is full of CEOs, investors, and decision makers, suddenly it's not just a dinner. It's a door. Wealthy people often buy into exclusive experiences, not just for luxury, but for leverage. A luxury golf club membership, a private art auction, or an elite travel circle might seem like over-the-top spending. But it's often where the real business happens. Picture this. You join a $150,000 per year golf club. You play a few rounds. And one day, you're teeing off next to a hedge fund manager or startup founder. You chat. You connect. And next week, you're on a private call closing a deal. This isn't fantasy. It happens every single day. Luxury isn't just stuff. It's a shortcut to people, conversations, and opportunities that others can't access. Number 3. Luxury creates perception. And perception opens doors. Like it or not, how you're perceived affects how you're treated. That doesn't mean you need to fake anything. But rich people know that looking successful can attract even more success. Let's say you're a financial advisor. You show up in a 20-year-old sedan and wear a worn-out suit. You might be amazing at your job, but new clients might hesitate. Now flip the image. You roll in with a clean-cut look, a sleek car, and confident energy. People assume you're successful. Why? Because success looks a certain way. It's not fair. But it's real. Think about luxury branding. A black card from a premium credit company? It doesn't just swipe, it signals. High-end clothes, watches, even luggage, they all shape how others view you. And in business, perception can mean better deals, higher fees, and faster trust. For the rich, luxury becomes a tool, a branding asset, an edge. Number 4, luxury can actually lower taxes. Yes, you heard that right. In many cases, luxury helps the rich pay less tax. But how? They use their luxury as part of their business. Let's say a high-end consultant flies to Paris for a luxury mastermind event. First-class ticket, 5-star hotel, private driver. To most, this sounds like a splurge. But if it's tied to business, meetings, or client work, it can be deducted as a business expense. That $120,000 Mercedes G-Wagon? If it meets the weight requirement, and it's used for business, it could qualify for bonus depreciation, sometimes allowing a huge deduction in the first year. And yes, private jets can qualify too. If they're used for business purposes, the IRS allows deductions for anything that's ordinary and necessary for your line of work. And for entrepreneurs or business owners, luxury often is part of the business model. The average person sees a yacht. The rich see a client entertainment write-off. Number 5. Luxury fights inflation. Here's the thing about inflation. Your cash loses value. But some luxury items don't. Fine art, rare wines, collectible cars. They often appreciate when inflation rises. In 2022, when inflation in the US hit over 8%, wealthy investors didn't just sit back and lose money. They shifted billions into tangible luxury assets. According to Art Basel's market report, the global art market surpassed $65 billion in sales during inflation-heavy years. Why? Because the ultra-rich use luxury to shield wealth. Instead of holding $1 million in a savings account losing value, they'll buy a Banksy or a Bugatti and watch it rise in price over time. Luxury, when rare and well-chosen, becomes a wealth protector. Number 6. Luxury buys time. And time is the ultimate asset. Most people spend money to save money. The rich spend money to save time. Think private chefs, personal drivers, assistants, concierge doctors. Every luxury service isn't just comfort. It's leverage. A CEO making $5,000 per hour doesn't do laundry. She outsources that, so she can focus on her next investment or major deal. Time is the only resource we can't get more of. So the wealthy buy back their hours. And what do they do with that time? They learn. They lead. They scale businesses. They grow wealth. Luxury isn't laziness. It's a time hack. Number 7. Luxury inspires bigger thinking. Something changes when you step inside a Lamborghini. Your brain starts asking different questions. Instead of who needs this, you think, how could I afford this? Your standards shift. Many self-made millionaires say they had a turning point. A moment when they saw what life could be. A hotel they stayed in. A first-class flight. A walk through a luxury neighborhood. That spark? It changes people. When your surroundings are high-level, your thinking often rises to match. Luxury can act like a vision board, but in real life, it's not about showing off. It's about waking up your imagination. Number 8. Luxury creates content, and content creates cash. Welcome to the internet age, where luxury goes viral. Have you noticed how creators on YouTube or Instagram show off Lamborghinis, watches, and luxury homes? It's not always about flexing. Often, it's content strategy. A 1-minute TikTok of a luxury lifestyle can drive millions of views. That attention brings sponsorships, sales, brand deals, and digital products. Many influencers actually rent luxury cars, jets, and mansions just to film content. And guess what? That content makes them more money than the rental cost. Luxury becomes the set for the story they're selling. And when you own the lifestyle, the content is even more authentic and more valuable. Number 9. Luxury real estate pays you back. Let's talk property. Imagine buying a vacation home for $3 million in Aspen. You stay there a few weeks a year. The rest of the time, you rent it out on a luxury rental site for $5,000 per night. If you rent it 20 nights a month, that's $100,000 monthly income. Even after maintenance, staff, and property management, you could still earn more than enough to cover your mortgage and make a profit. Plus, the property itself is gaining value over time. Luxury real estate isn't just about having a pretty place to stay. It's about using high-end locations to create high-end income. Number 10. Luxury builds legacy and influence. Ever heard of someone spending millions at a charity auction? Sure, it looks like an emotional move. But there's a deeper play. When wealthy donors give big, they gain more than praise. They earn influence. Philanthropy, especially at high levels, can open doors to boards, councils, partnerships, and networks that stretch across industries. And many luxury donations aren't really gone. A rare art piece donated to a museum might stay under the family name forever. It builds a legacy. Luxury spending isn't always about what you get. Sometimes, it's about what you leave behind. Number 11. Luxury keeps wealth in the family. Finally, inheritance. The rich don't just pass down cash. They pass down assets that hold value. Luxury watches, vintage cars, rare coins, paintings. All of these can be handed down generation after generation. Often, these assets are stored in trusts or foundations, tools designed to reduce tax and preserve wealth long-term. A $1 million painting passed through a family trust avoids capital gains taxes until sold. And if it's never sold, it becomes part of the family's financial DNA. Luxury becomes a vault for generational wealth. Oh, now you know. Luxury isn't just about showing off. It's a strategy. The rich buy luxury because it gives them access, leverage, time, protection, and even income. It keeps their money working, even when it looks like they're just spending. Now here's a question for you. If you could buy just one luxury item, not to show off, but to grow your wealth. What would it be? A car? A property? A piece of art? Something totally unexpected? Let me know in the comments.